look at it, the trend has slightly changed, and now we are going up, meaning it would make more sense for someone to trade longs than to trade shorts. Reason being that the frequency at which the signals are coming in for shorts are very few than the frequency at which the longs are actually coming in. So, and yeah, it would really make more sense if someone is trading, what is right now is focusing more on longs than on the shorts. Yeah, because for shorts right now it means you're just trading retracements. We call them like pullbacks. You get. So today I want us to see how you can set up these trades. For example, the long trades. I've had so many people who do not know how to set up long trades, and how can you differentiate between these signals. The way you set up your long trades is not the same way you set up your short trades, guys. And for people who are shorting the market, trading short flow, I would like to tell you that people within my community, they are able to short actually these trades, even with $50 capital, $100 capital. I too personally, I thought that for someone to trade short only signals, you should have at least $200 and above, because according to the partition. But little did I know that we have people who are actually proactive, whereby they sit down and look at the system and they're able to figure out things. I can assure you, people in my community have been really making good money. Someone with $100, they've been able to make $10 a day, $7, $5, $15, depending, by just doing exactly that. So the logic or the trick is here, especially when you're trading the short flow signals and you do not have the capital to trade the partition or the custom side, the short flow side, whereby you start from 200, 300, like that. The trick is to always manage your risk. Always manage your risk. You get. So today I want us to see how you can set the long trades manually. Yes, guys, manually. Today I want to teach how can you set these trades manually. Because honestly speaking, like the way I always tell you guys, I come here, we talk about things, and these are things I've seen, I've tested, I've seen people around me do. I personally, I do it, but the truth is, if you want to make more money when your account balance is still small, you have to embrace setting in these trades yourself. As the robot is putting in trades for you, you should also be in position to set in some trades for yourself, because we've seen that the robot is no longer putting in like so much, like it's not frequent, like setting in these trades. It is not frequent. You can spend some hours with other robot putting in a trade for you, but the signals are coming. The market is pumping, guys, and you're there seated waiting for the robot to enter trades for you, because you very well know you bought the robot to do everything for you. Yes, you bought the robot, but understand that this business is yours. You're doing this business for yourself. You know why you started, first of all. You get. If people are making money and you're not making money, it means that there is something missing. You understand? You're not going to put all the blame on the bot. No. You yourself, you need to get involved, because at the end of the day, you started this business because you wanted to make money. We have seen, me personally, I've ever used Royalkey. Royalkey was a software back then. And you had to pay $120 and you had to look for signals. You had to do entirely almost yourself. But people used to do that. But here you have a system. The robot is generating signals, timely signals. And all you need is not even a second to punch in that trade. But you're not making money because the robot has not put for you the trade. You get. So for cases where the delays are and the robot is not entering for you trades, you're not going to make money. You're going to get stressed. Yet it is so easy. It is so easy to enter these trades. You just need to master two things. How can I enter the trades? How much leverage can I actually use? And how much margin am I actually going to use? Margin is the amount of money you want to expose into the market. You get. So the idea still for people who are entering the trades themselves, because now this is something I've seen. Because people who were shorting the market and entering these trades themselves, they got excited and they were using a lot of leverage. Now when the market changed, it was another story. So as we are trading futures, as you're entering these trades yourself, okay, you must always make sure your number one priority is to minimize on your risk. How much are you exposing into the market? You having a huge order, one big order, you rather have 3 different trades, but in small amounts. Because all the 3 trades, it is really hard for all of them to go against you, but it is easy for just one trade to ruin your day. You get. So those are some of the things I want us to look at today. Trying to understand the difference between the 3. I'm telling you, if you want to see things changing, the people in my group are happy because we started doing that. We started getting involved. We stopped waiting for the bot to put trades, guys. That is the honest truth, whether you like it or not. You get. We stopped waiting for the robot to enter trades. The robot is, when the robot enters trades, yes, we are good. When the robot has not entered trades and the signals are being given, and we shall enter the trades. That is what we are doing. And right now, it is really so hard for a day to end when someone has not even made $1. It is so hard. It is really so hard. You get. So today, I want us to understand, change the mindset. The mindset needs to change. This whole mindset of I bought the boat, what, sweetheart, we all bought the boat. But we know why we are here. We are here to harvest money. We are here to make this robot sweat plasma by giving us signals, by entering those trades. You get. We are not going to miss out on making money because the robot has not put for me a trade. Yet the robot is providing for you trades to trade. And it is so easy to enter these trades, guys. Don't even a minute when you're done entering those trades. Then you start saying, my robot is not working. My robot is not working. But what are you doing? How are you helping yourself to improve on your earnings? Fine, you joined, they told you the robot will do everything. Yes, the robot is doing everything, but the sequence is the issue. You get. The kinds of trades the robot enters in auto are not the kinds of trades or the criteria at which the robot is going to enter those trades for you in auto is not the same criteria the robot is going to use to give the signals. You get. It is not the same criteria the robot is going to use to give the signals. So understand that the robot can say like there are no illegal trades, blah, 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 but it is giving signals there. And you can pick those signals and trade and still make money. You get. Yes, so guys with short flow, you have little capital. I'm going to show you how you can actually trade that strategy with little capital. And you will survive in this market. Longs right now are selling. We've seen a pullback just this morning. It was some sort of a manipulation. I personally have been stopped out of one of my trades I entered this morning. I'm okay because it is part of the game. You get when you enter
Leaders,
in a
can
futures.
can I chip in just a little? Can I chip in
Yes,
just a little?
please.
Okay, thank you. So, good morning, everyone on the meeting, and I hope you're doing well. So, I want to first make a clarification as to why some people are not seeing trades, yet the system is showing you signals are coming in and everything. First of all, when it comes to automated trading, that is steady flow and full automation, the bot only selects from a selected few assets, just 63 assets. 63 assets out of the thousands, out of the hundreds of assets available in Binance. So that's why when you're on steady flow and full auto, you see trades are coming in very slowly. But when you switch to, for example, short flow, you see trades are coming in a lot because it uses a variety of coins, over 300 plus assets. It has access to over 300 plus assets. So if you're on steady flow and automatic mode, please, if you're seeing that your trades are not coming in as at this frequency that you wanted, just go ahead and use the manual settings. Use those signals that are coming in. Why are signals coming in yet the trades are very few? It is because the signals are given from 200 pairs, okay? For the signals, they consider 200 pairs, 200 trading assets in Binance, 200 plus assets in Binance. But when it comes to trading for you, okay, the bot doing everything for you, it only selects from the top 63 assets. So that's the difference. Someone may wonder, I'm on full auto, the signals are coming, but the bot is not putting in any. It is because the signals are taken from top 200 plus assets, whereas the trades are taken from the top 63 assets. So that's the difference. So in that case, please go ahead and intervene manually. You can learn the manual settings. You'll make a lot of money. Also, Leader Zush, I would like you to share with us the short strategy that you people are using on small capital and people are making some good money. Please make sure at least you share both the short strategy and the long strategy so that we can all benefit. Thank you very much. That was my contribution for now. Leader Zush, Leader Zush, are you available? Okay. Okay, let me give you the horsepowers once again. Sorry about that. Okay.
Okay, you
Leader
had
Zush,
muted me.
okay, have the
Yes, I'm
horsepowers now.
available. Okay, thank you for that submission. Yes, that is one of the reasons why the robot, sometimes you see that it is not adding in trades, but actually the signals are coming. The signals are coming, guys. So we need to master how to set up these trades. It does not even take a minute and you already have a trade running. Right now, the bot is working very well. Even when you want to close the trade is going to close immediately. Immediately, it is going to close. You get not like those days I'm trying to close, it is not closing. All those things are like in history. So today I want to take you through how you're going to set up the long trades and how you can deal with the short only trades. The way you set the short trades and the long trades, the criteria is the same. The difference is the market direction you get. Because when the market now starts dumping, you're going to see that you see signals under short. You also see signals under short only, you get. And definitely you see some trades under the longs. But when the market is going down, I honestly don't see why you're trading longs because you're trading against the trend. That is why right now, since the market is going up aggressively, to me, it makes more sense for someone to trade longs than shorts because the trend is up. If you're trading shorts, there are so many risks of the trade failing. Reason being the retracement might be a fake out and it will continue going up and you're already in the opposite direction. So I'm going to go straight and share my screen. In case of any questions, please put them into the comment section. I'll go through them when I'm done here. Okay. Also, please show us the short signals manual strategy. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. Okay. Where should I start from? Should I start from the longs? Should I start from the short only? Because guys, I want to show you that because for us, that is what actually we are doing. Us in our team or in our group, that someone with right now, someone with $50, they can make $5 a day. Right now, someone with $100, they can make $10. They can make $5. Like consistently every day, ever since we started doing whatever we are doing. So today I'm here to share what we are doing in our group. If you feel like you can take it up, you start, you get. Yeah, let us help each other on how to increase on our earnings. So I'm going to share my screen here. And actually, the market is coming down. Is it? No. Seems they've reset the percentages, something like that. Let me see. So I'm going to share my screen, guys. In case of any question, please don't hesitate to, yes, guys, I'm going to repeat one small part last time when I taught on how to sign the agreement. I'm going to be so brief because I know that is one of the reasons why we need, let me see, what did I say? Let's go. We need help. Please, we need help. I'm making no money. What do you mean? The market has surprised me this morning. Shoots. Hey, you know. That is good. That is good. Please, we need money. I'm making no money. How are you not making any money? Okay, guys. So I'm going to briefly go to share my to show you how you can sign up the agreement on Binance, because I've been receiving so many people asking me about that, and last time I was not able, the meeting was not able to get recorded, so I'm repeating this purposely for that. Then we go straight to how you can set these signals. What is the most preferred leverage size according to the nature of the signals, because the nature of the signals is very, very important. You get. So I'm going to come down here. How are you? Why do we need to sign the agreement for TradeFi? Is the fact that if you don't sign that agreement, the robot will never trade for you gold, will never trade for you stocks. You will only be attributed to crypto. And here the robot is trading 3 different markets. So unless you do that, you're not going to be in position. Your robot will never put for you those kinds of trades. I have a downline yesterday. He made $15 from platinum. And platinum is a what? Is a stock you get. So I want you to come here purposely, because every person I sign up, I help them get started. I make sure I sign that agreement for them, so that at least they can increase on the chances of them getting more trades from the robot, especially under the automation, since it is limited to a few coins. So if you don't do that, you'll have more time that the robot is actually not putting for you trades. Reason being, the robot is actually focusing on just one market, and that is crypto. So if you come, make sure you open your Binance account and come down here under futures. All right. When you come under futures, you're going to come here. All right. You see where there is this drop down, you're going to tap on it. Okay. So once we tap on it like this, all right, you're going to come under search. Come under search and search for here. Type in CL. I use CL because it is easier for me. CL is crude oil. You put CL USDT. All right. CL USDT. And this is the one you're going to select. Okay. So we select that. So when we come here, you're going to find on your Binance, here you have limit. Make sure you tap here so that you can change to from limit to market. Okay. So market should be ticked. All right. After that, when you come here, you're going to see instead of me, I have USDT because I already did that. You're going to have CL because this is what you've selected. So here we want this section to be under USDT, okay, not CL. When you leave it under CL, it's like you want to enter amounts, or in terms of, for example, this is crude oil. You want to enter in terms of oil. We want to enter in terms of dollars. So we select USDT, all right? So we come here and we are going to put any amount because we just want to be in position to take us to the other side where we need to accept those terms and conditions. So here, I usually put like $6, okay? So after putting $6, you're going to tap on buy or long, you get. After tapping on buy or long, you're going to go to another, you confirm. After confirming, I don't want to do that because I already did that. It will still not bring that particular page. After that, after confirming, when you've tapped here, it will say confirm, then you confirm. Then it will bring the last section whereby terms and conditions. So make sure you tick in that terms and condition and confirm. After that, you'll see that you'll get a message showing that you've signed the agreement between TradeFi, between you and Binance to TradeFi, blah, 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 blah. And that will be it. As simple as that. If you don't do that, you'll never trade gold, you'll never trade silver, you'll never trade Amazon, Google, whichever. You'll never make money out of those stocks. You understand? Yes. So that is it. So I'm going to go straight to my CryptoFlow bot and we see how we can set these trades manually. Okay, because the trick is in setting these trades manually, guys. If you set these trades yourself, first of all, you know how much you want to enter into a trade. When you're trading in full auto, you're going to see that the robot is designed with different amounts depending to capital on how much it should put into the market first. But here you're in full control of how much amount you want to expose, how much leverage you want to make. If you don't want your trades to lag, you're not going to put a DCA, you get. The reason why sometimes the trades are actually delaying to sell, it's because of the DCA. And the DCA is purposely there to protect your position. If you don't want to over delay in that trade, it means you don't need to put a DCA and the stop loss is going to apply. If they hit your stop loss, you go out and wait for another trade. As simple as that. You understand? So here we are. We come here. We have this trade. Okay. Yeah. Let me try to look at this one. I have BNB. Yeah, I have BNB running in manual. Okay, so when you try to look at it, this is where we are. For someone, we are going to come straight away to signals. Okay, and we are going to look through. I'm going to see, we are setting how to set these trades in futures, not in spot, not today. Okay, so here we are. We have these sections. We have oil. Oil should be in position to show you all the trades, although most of the cases it shows only the longs. Okay, so if you want to check where the longs, you tap here. If you want to check on short, you tap here. The shorts will never appear until the market is actually too bearish or too selling. You get. Then we also have the short only signals. The way you enter these signals, the risk management, the wallet management should completely be different from the way you're entering the short only signals. How much you're going to expose here should be completely different from how much you intend to expose here. That is one thing I want you to understand. You cannot set the long signal the same way you set the short only signal. That is wrong. Because when you try to look at these two signals, the nature of the coins that are actually being traded here and the nature of the coins that are actually being traded here, they are completely different. You see the signals that are going to be given here, at least they are not more than 100 coins. You get. But the signals that are being given here, they are over 300 plus coins on Binance. Meaning the way the nature of the coins here is completely different from most of these signals or these coins here. Okay, when it comes to long, the market or the robot is going to provide signals of those trades that are actually going up, that are showing trend that it is going up. After confirmation, the robot is going to drop the signal. Okay, for the short only, the robot is purposely looking at all the coins on Binance that have overpumped and they've started showing signs of weaknesses that they are going to come down. You get. Meaning, here we are looking at a bigger basket of coins. And here we are looking at a limited number of coins. So with this huge basket, we expect a lot to be there. The precious metals, the medium, the low value, everything. I'm trying to explain what is in the big basket. You get. So meaning the way you're going to deal with the short only signals when you're trading them manually should be completely different with the way you're going to set up your trades under the longs. And what changes especially is the exposure capital. How much are you going to expose here and how much you should expose here, and how even it takes us back to the size of your capital. You get. Today, I'm going to focus on people who have small capital because those are the biggest number of people, that is $500 and below. Majority of the people fall into this bracket, $500 to $20 capital. So we are going to see how do you set these trades. I'm going to set one for long and I'll set one for short only. Okay? Yep. So we go to longs. Okay? Then another thing about these signals, you see here we have Tabo. Tabo, it has been given under spot. Okay? 3 minutes ago, all right? And it is showing it is fresh, low risk. Okay? When you come here, if the trader has not gone beyond 8% here, okay, highest is 10% here. Above 10, please don't enter. Okay? Under the longs, please don't enter above 10. Okay? Always look at your entry. Okay? Always look at the entry. What is the entry amount? What is the current price? Here they will show the current price. Here they will show you the entry price. TP1, TP2, TP3. You see, this is spot. That is why they are telling you stop loss is optional. You get. So here, the difference, one thing I realized about because there are things whereby the spot signals are actually many than the futures. But understand that you can do what? You can actually, what is this? Understand that you can actually trade these spot signals and trade them under futures. But the difference is one. If you trade the spot signal and convert it into futures, it will end, especially there are those pairs where you're going to find them under futures, and they also have pairs in spot. But again, we also have pairs that are having pairs in spot, but they are not listed under futures. It can happen. For example, Velvet. Velvet, you can trade it under futures, that is perpetuals, but you cannot trade it under spot because it has never been listed under spot. You get. But the problem with spot signals, their stop loss is always very far. So if you're going to enter a spot signal you're converting it into a futures signal, because you can do that. For example, if I want to trade Tabo under futures, I'll just tap on execute. Then I come to my precision trade. Guys, stop using this first option. I have someone who started and she's entering these trades alone. But the problem, she's using the first option. Yesterday, she sent me money and she told me, I'm not making money. I started with $23. I'm now left with the Sujui $7. I was like, how come? How are you setting your trades? There is something that is not adding up. Then she told me, I asked her, how much leverage are you using? 20x. Like, serious? So I have this feeling she was using this flash. She was using that flash. Because most of the cases, this flash, once you use the flash, you're going to use the 20x. The trade is going to enter the way it is just showing here. You get, at least here it is showing 1x. But there are some cases where it can show 20x. So the problem with trading spot signals under futures, the problem is with the drop, where the stop loss is set. Because for the spot, the stop loss is always very far. It's set very far away. So remember, when you're converting it, even the stop loss is going to be entered. So on such a trade whereby the trade fails to come back to your direction and you're waiting for the stop loss to be hit, you can honestly lose more money on that trade than you would have lost. The entries for futures are completely different from the entries for spot. Even when we are trading manually, the way you would enter, where you would enter from a spot signal is not where you would enter from a futures signal. Because in futures, we mind more about the drop down, the drawdowns you get. We focus so much on the points of invalidation. Yet here on spot, it does not actually really matter, because at the end of the day, even when the coin drops, I just need to wait for it to come back to my average price and I'll start going into profits, which is not the case for futures, you get. So here, me personally, I would not, ever since I realized that, I stopped trading spot signals under futures. I wait for the futures signal, you get, until it is dropped. So here, I'm looking for futures. If I can't find futures, I'll start from where? I'll start from how these ones look like they are. I think this one was futures. No, this is spot also. This is also spot. Yes, so what I'm going to do, I'll first of all go to short only. Yeah, here we are with short only. As you're monitoring these trades, make sure every time you'll be refreshing the page. If you don't refresh the page, you'll be seeing the signals late. I'm telling you, you'll be seeing the signals. You'll be seeing the signals late. So I'm going to start with short only because I'm not yet seeing a futures trade. If it fails, we shall use one from the longs. Okay, so let me start with now the short only. Okay, like I said, the short only signals the robot looks at all the coins on Binance that have overpumped and they've started showing signs of weaknesses to now start dropping. When the market is in an uptrend and you're trading short only, you need to be so vigilant because you're actually trading retracements. You're not actually trading the real trend you get. And with retracements, a retracement can fail. It is possible you get. So how would we set a short only signal? Whether you have $500, whether you have $100, remember here you're entering these trades yourself. But ideally, if you were to use this strategy for short only, you are advised that you should at least $1,000 and above. And the minimum, okay, And the minimum you can have according to the strategy, it is just $200. So meaning if you don't do what I'm gonna teach you today, you'll never trade short only signals until you make $1,000, $800 to be in position to make money out of them. The beauty I love about short only signals, like the trades can sell really fast. You see, when the price is coming down, it comes down so fast. But when the price is going up, it really takes a lot of time to go up. But man, coming down, the trades can come running down. And before you know it, the trade is already out. And you've already made money, you get. And you're waiting for another signal. So when it comes to short-only signals, guys, always make sure as you're looking for example, this is Zama USDT that has been dropped 9 minutes ago. This one is a signal to be entered. Reason number one, it has not yet hit TP number 1. TP number 2 is still pending, and TP number 3 is still pending. You get. On top of that, you see, it has not even moved. It has not even moved. So, how best can we trade this is the question. Okay, we see the signal has been dropped. For the short only signals, as long as TP number 1 is still pending, TP number 2 is still pending, TP number 3 is still pending, it means the signal is still valid. The signal is still valid. You get, especially if we also have the percentages here are still low. You see now when you're trading longs and the percentage reaches 8, 10, this coin has actually moved a bit. But for this one, even at 10, even at 15, you can still enter as long as TP number 1, TP number 2, TP number 3 has not been hit. You get. So here we are going to tap on execute trade. Okay. We are going to tap on execute trade. We are going to use option number 3. Okay. We are going to use option number 3, and we are going to come here. All right. So once we come here now this is it. You see this Zama has already pumped 39.5%. Meaning it has started showing the signs of weaknesses. Remember here, short only, we are strictly shorting. We are not longing. Okay. So you come here they are showing you use 12x. Man, 12x is big. Use 19. This is so big. Don't follow this. Okay? Don't follow this. Always set your leverage according to your absorption in case this trade changes. You understand? In case it changes. Now you see, meaning this one was showing negative. It was showing like so far it has pumped 38. Now it is at 41. Meaning the people who have entered it now, they've started going in negative because it is a short. You get. When it is pumping, it is going against you. So how best can we trade these coins? We come here to leverage. If you have $200, actually $250 and below, make sure your leverage never goes above 5x. It is for your own good. I'm telling you. It is for your own good. No, the highest you can set is 5x. Okay? The highest you can set is 5x. So we come here. I think even you with $500, honestly speaking, 5x is okay. Is okay. You get. 5x is okay. 4x you are okay. 3x you are okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Man, to me, I feel like it is more depending on the nature of the coins that are being traded here. You get. Let us not to chase like we want to make a lot of money out of that particular trade. Let us, the whole idea is for you to make money continuously, consistently, when you still have capital. You get, because just one bad trade can ruin your account. You get. So let us not forget that. So here, me personally, I would put my leverage at 4. I'm usually okay to put at 4, 5 there. Okay. In this case, I'll put it at 4. However much here they are showing me that use 9x. No, I'll not go for that. Me, I'm okay with this. Now, this is the beauty of setting these trades yourself. You can even decide on which leverage you're going to use. But when in automation, it is the bot that decides. Sometimes it can put for you leverage and you'll be like, how? Yeah, you get. But here, you're going to use your own, you're going to set your own leverage. Now we've set the leverage. How much are we going to expose under the short only strategy? You get. So here, now make sure you don't go beyond $6. Make sure you don't go beyond $6. $200, $250 and below, please make sure don't go beyond $6 as margin. So what you're going to do, come here and edit this and put your $6 in PC. You get. So the robot is going to give you 60 times 4. Okay, 6 times 4, your trade is going to have $24. You understand? Why are we using this? I've seen that once you use this, even when the trade first goes against you, the losses are always minimal. What triggers you to jump out of the position and lose your cool? It's because of the losses accumulating so fast. You get. If you're going to use a 10x, I'm telling you, since the market started pumping, the people who have felt the heat are the people who are using high leverage trading short only strategy. They've really felt the heat because the rate at which the losses were accumulating, man, it was so high. Because the coins have been pumping seriously. So as you're entering the trade, understand 2 things. The trade is either going to go your direction or the trade can actually go the opposite. That is the reality of the market we are trading in. So as you know that those 2 things are going to happen, make sure you protect your back. Your number 1 priority is not to how much money am I going to make out of this trade, sweetheart. You can still make money out of it, even with $24. You can make $5 out of a trade. If this trade actually goes your direction, even $10. But remember that once the trade goes against you, what actually is going to trigger the mind is the psychological bit, where now you're seeing the losses actually accumulating so fast. You get. And remember, the short only signals are kind of complex in a way that if you happen to switch on the stop loss, your chances of you being stopped out of those trades are so higher than the chances of you making the money. Meaning, for you to be safer, again, you need to switch off the stop loss. But as you're switching off the stop loss, the only thing that is actually now going to keep you in check is how much did you risk? And what was the leverage? Those 2 things, guys, that is where the game is going to change. You get. So the whole idea, at least you, instead of putting in a huge order because you want to make more money, at least you break down put in small orders, at least put in 3 trades, but with small orders. If you make money from this plus this plus this, as you count all the 3 orders as giving you money, it will make more sense than you putting in a big order because you want to make more money. And at the end of the day, the trade goes against you and the losses are accumulating so fast. And before you know it, you're down. You get. Remember, for someone who's entering these trades themselves, you're making the decisions yourself. You have to be so cautious. You must be so cautious. The market is not your brother, your sister. As we want the money from the market also wants money from us. So we need to be smart. We should not be so greedy. What makes people lose money here is the greediness. You want to make money faster. You want to make more money out of that trade. But you forget that you're not protecting your back. The only way you can protect your back is by minimizing on the leverage you're using and how much money you're exposing into the market. Okay, so here I'm going to put $6. So when I come here, I'll switch off this. Reason being, because of the nature of these coins, it is so easy for this coin to first come and go opposite and flash out to the people who have put stop losses and come back into the direction. These coins are highly manipulated. That is why people who are putting on the stop loss, they are easily hit. And those who are not putting on the stop loss, but they are minimizing, they are playing the game the way I'm explaining, they're actually winning. You get. So here, I personally switch off this. You get. I know it is one of the ways you're going to protect your account, but still, it is also another way, you minimizing on how much you're exposing and how much leverage you're using. Under this strategy, it can actually save you for some good time. You get. So here we come. DCA, no, switch off. I don't need the DCA for what? Under the short only strategy. You get. So after here, you tap on place order. Okay. So meaning my position is going to have $24. Okay. We come here and tap on confirm short, Zama, and it is going to enter. Okay. What I'm talking about, I can prove it. I have a trade here. I have two of these trades, guys. This trade is a short only signal. I entered it. I used the 5x and I used this amount as my entry. My trade is having this. Okay. When you want to see more details, always tap here. Always tap here. On this card drop down. So when you tap here, you're going to see. This trade has been running for 2 days and 12 hours. Meaning this trade was entered before the market started pumping, guys. The market has pumped. We all know that. But just look at the negative I'm in. But just imagine if you had used the 20x. And maybe you had used like $20. Hey, as your margin or your entry. Do you even understand how much losses you'd be in with this trade right now? Would you still be holding on this trade? It would really be so hard. You get. It would really be so hard. You'd have already jumped out of this trade. But as the market changed, I've actually been making money out of this trade. You get. Hey, this one I made a loss in Uganda class because I was teaching and I closed it. So this morning I made my stop loss was hit. My stop loss was hit. But before the stop loss was hit, I was already in profits of $7. And the stop loss was hit. Because of the manipulation that happened just this morning, where Bitcoin moved from 78,000 to 76, you can imagine. Within not even an hour, we were already down around $76. From all the way from 78, that is what we call manipulations. Such things, you cannot avoid them in the market. And I was stopped out on this ICP. You get. You see this one, ARB. ARB is here. $7 4x. It is in profits of $4. You get. Meaning, even when you don't overexpose your capital to the market, if you're to make money, you'll make the money. If the market is moving, you still make the money. You get. If the market goes against you the way it went on this trade of hype, the only thing that has served me is the leverage and the size amount that I exposed. This trade doesn't have a stop loss. It doesn't. No stop loss. No, nothing. It doesn't. No DCA, no stop loss. But look, for 2 days and 12 hours, since the market started pumping seriously, I'm just in this negative. I can sleep and do my own things as long as I'm within the range. I know how much I can be willing to lose on this trade and be like, no, now this is enough, I'm out. You get. Because I still believe however much the market has pumped, it has to come back down. Because it can't just keep going up. It has to retrace. It has to come back down. You get. Because whatever goes up always comes back down. And when it is coming back down, it comes so fast. But when it is going up, that is why the shorts make more money than the longs. But right now, the longs make more money than the shorts because the speed at which the market has been moving was so fast. But in reality, most of the cases, when things are breaking, they break so fast. But building up the things, it actually takes time. That's why price to climb up usually takes time. But dropping down, it goes so fast. You get. So that is how we set the short only signal. Now to my new people who have started and they see these negatives and you cannot sleep. Seeing negatives is part of the business. That is one thing I can assure you. There is no way you're going to enter the trade and you're going to just go in positive. It is a rare case. It is not something that is going to happen often. Okay? Don't close trades in negatives until your stop loss is hit the way I was moved out of this trade. I just came and I've been thrown out because they hit my stop loss. But if they had not hit my stop loss, I would still be in this trade even if it was in negative. Okay, so now this takes us back to how we set the long signals. You get. I come back here. I tap on signals. I hope this time I'll get a signal purposely for futures. And this is 0 minute, XRP, home. If not, I'm going to use the ones that are, I'm going to use XRP to demonstrate how you set a long signal. But under futures, yes. So here, you're going to tap on execute trade. When you tap on execute trade, when you're setting your own trades, make sure don't dream about this. Because the moment you go for smart setup, the robot is going to use the pyramid of the custom strategy. And that is 15% of per se $100 partition. Another 15% like that. It will apply everything the way it applies it in the custom, in the steady flow strategy you get. So under here, when I'm setting up my trades, I always use the precision trade. So I'm going to tap there. So since this signal was for spot, okay, and I want to trade it in futures, I have to change. I have to move from spot and I go to futures. So I'm going to select futures because I know XRP can be traded both in spot and futures. Okay, so here we are. So when we come here, we are now under futures. Here they are showing you leverage 1x. 1x means if I put in a trade of $10, I'm going to only multiply it once. the trade will set in. So under the longs, how much should we expose? Should we trade it the way we trade short? No. You get? No. At least here when it comes to the longs, what we are going to do, we can still maintain the leverage. Don't go beyond 5x, guys. Please don't. It is for your own good. Leverage is like wildfire. It can burn you and it can burn your entire account. You get? So here we are. Let us see how much leverage can we use. Let's say we are going to use 5x because that is the maximum. So you can be moving between 5x to 2x depending on the size of your capital. You understand? Even if you have $1,000, man, you can see that $1,000 is a lot. But the day the trade starts going against you and they're hitting your stop losses, the day you understand that actually $1,000 is nothing. You get? So protect your capital. Protect your capital. The whole idea is not to get rich fast, is for us to be in position to make this money continuously. You can only make money when you have capital. You will not make the money when you've already blown your account. You get? So here I'm going to use per se 5x. So here they are showing you that 22.5. 22.5, when you try to look at the strategy, usually it is around $23. For people who are trading in full auto with small money, it is $23. So this is 22, you round off, it will become 23. That is why in most of the cases, you will find this amount as a default amount. If you're not okay to use this, okay? If you don't want to expose the $22, maybe you only want to expose per se, maybe $15, you're going to use that. Remember, under this strategy, when we are setting manual trades, every decision is about you guys. So if I want to use $15 as to expose $15, and I'm going to use a 5x, okay? Let's see, how much will my trade have? Let's see. So here, make sure you leave the stop loss on. Please, make sure you leave your stop loss on when you're setting longs and you're setting short. Short only, the decision is yours. I've showed you why I switch off mine and how do I manage my risk. And I've explained everything, okay? So we come here and tap on Smart DCA. I don't want it. I'll switch it off. Because the moment you switch on the Smart DCA, the robot is not now going to follow your first buying amount, which is the $15 you've put. No. What it is going to do, it is now going to go back to the pyramid of 15%, 15%, 30, 40. That is what exactly it's going to do. So here, they are showing you that maximum loss, $35. You get maximum loss, $35. Definitely, I would not enter a trade with a loss of $35. That is why I told you the reason why it is showing maximum loss $35, because this trade initially was meant to be traded on under spot. You get? But if it was a futures, if it was originally supposed to be futures, you would not find this loss looking like this. Meaning the way the stop loss was put on the spot trade, it is way far from the entry. That is why here the loss is showing $35. But if the signal was actually initially meant to be futures, there is no way the stop loss can be this, the loss can be this big, especially with the amount of money that is the margin and the leverage you're going to use. You get? So this now proves what I was explaining earlier, that the day I realized that actually the stop loss is usually set far away, I realized that if you don't know what you're doing, you would rather wait for the very signal. If it is futures, let it be futures. You get? Once it is dropped, trade. Sometimes it is also good not to be in the market. It's not that every time you have to be hunting for trade like hidden treasures. You get, sometimes it's also good to sit aside, wait for the perfect opportunity. That's why sometimes you're going to see the robot is going to send you message that they are not eligible, there are no good quality signals, what, blah, blah, blah. Meaning it is not seeing any setup, and it doesn't want to trade for you low quality trades. Meaning have the patience and wait. You get. So in this case, this is how it is. So after that, you tap on place order and then you confirm. So guys, that is how we set these trades, as simple as that. When it comes to the longs, you're only removing the DCA, you're editing your first buying amount, which is the margin, and you're setting your own leverage. It will show you how much you're going to lose. If you're not okay to lose that, reduce on your leverage or reduce on your margin. As simple as that. Place the order will go in once there. If you switch off the smart exit, the robot will not sell the trade. You get, the robot will not sell the trade. If you feel, actually these ones you can always edit them. If you don't want the robot to take you out of that trade so fast, you can remove the first TP and enter the first TP under and enter this price for the second TP under TP1. You get, so that you skip TP number 1. You get, there are people who will be like, but the robot sells me out of the trades faster, like with little profits. Yes, if you're setting these trades manually, you can even edit. For example, here you can remove TP number 1, and TP number 1 you can put it on price for TP number 2. Like this. You get, just like that. And what you do, you come to TP number 2, and you can actually put there the TP number 3 and leave the TP number 3 with nothing. You get, and still enter the trade. The trade will not sell you out faster. It will wait until it hits that price. You get. So you have options, guys. You have options. When it comes to setting up these trades manually, you can do everything within your favor. Whatever you want, you get. Here, I can just remove this. You get. And I'm good. I've not set. I've removed this. I don't want the TP3. I've just removed the TP number 1 and put it TP number 2 under TP number 1. I put TP number 3 under TP number 2. And that is exactly how the robot is going to follow my instructions. You get. So, unless if someone has a question, but that is it. The way I've edited those TPs, when you're setting up spot, the same way spot, you have to enter only 1 TP. Make sure you edit, you bring the third TP, you put it under TP number 1. So that, because under spot, when you're setting up trades under manual trading spot market, you can only set 1 TP. So make sure you get the third TP and enter it on TP number 1 and remove the rest of the things. Yes, so that is it. Let me see. My question is, how do you know this period is good for longing and period for shorting, so that I can change the strategy? Guys, it is so easy to know that. You just look here, guys. Look here. Look at the way these coins are also in green. Also in green. Look at ZEC, over $820. Look at all these guys. Really, can't you really see that the market is buying? The market is longing. Look at Trump coin has pumped 65%. Look. All this shows you that the market is actually, you see this coin that was given in a short. I'm sure that people who entered there now, they have started going in profits, because now it is at $37. But remember, it first went to 41, meaning for someone who had put stop loss, they would already been kicked out, and now the trade is back in direction. That is what I was saying. So the only way you can survive, minimize on your risk exposure, leverage, they have to be tight when you're trading under short only signals. You get small capital, you can still trade it the way I've showed you. We've been making money with our $100 there, $80, $70. People making $5, $6, $7 using that short only. You get the same way you can do it under the loans. You just need to know how to do it. The issue is how you play with your risk management. You get. So I think I've showed you how you can tell. Yes, when you see most of the coins are actually in green and they're in high percentages, definitely the market is up. That is the easiest way I can tell you without going into technicals. Let's see, what else? I'm sorry, but you are too fast. Seriously? Would you care to repeat that? Repeat what? Leader, what's the difference between short and short only? Yes, the difference between short and short only, short and long signal, they are the same. The only difference is the short signals, the market is coming down, and the long, the market is going up. Now, the difference between the short and the short only. The short only signals, we said the robot is looking at over 300 plus coins on Binance that have over pumped. That is the whole idea. That have over pumped. They've overheated. They've gone so high that now they've started showing signs of weaknesses of now coming down. You get. And those are the signals you're going to be trading under the short only. Now for the short signals are given when now the market is completely becoming bearish, like it is coming down. You get. Bitcoin, we are seeing Bitcoin dropping, things are coming down, all coins are coming down. You're going now to start seeing that the robot is now starting to generate the short signals, and all the short signals that are going to be given, they are within the first 100 coins. You get. Yeah. So that is the difference. Let's see what else. How can I search for signal and know that it is good to trade it, madam? Okay, when we are searching for the signal, okay, we are going to look at how much. Okay, we are going to look at these things. I'm going to open this. Okay, I'm going to open this. I said when we come to short only signals, okay, and when it comes to now longs, okay, this is general. Longs, whether spot, whether futures, always make sure you look at the time the signal has been dropped, okay? It will tell. If the signal is above 15 minutes, please, just look at it. Secondly, look at here. You're given the entries here. The current price is here, okay? Secondly, look at here. So for this signal, you can enter, you get, because it has not even actually moved here. We have plus 6.0%. Here it is showing you the progress from the entry. From the entry to the current price, we are here. You get. If the signal is above 10% here, please don't enter if it is a long or a short. Okay? Don't enter. Please don't enter. When we come to short only, I said, if you see here, they are showing you TP number 1 pending, TP number 2 pending, TP number 3 pending, please enter. You get. Meaning these TPs have not been hit. Here now, right now on this signal, they are showing you TP1 hit. Now we are waiting for TP2 and TP3. Me here, I will not enter. You get. I'll not. Because most of the cases, when it hits TP number 1, it might make a retracement. We call it a retracement, a pullback, to again gain more momentum to continue going down. I don't want to be in here when already this has been hit. I want to be here so that I can actually jump out on TP number 1. If possible, I secure those profits. You get. Yeah. So now then there are also people who can actually enter even when TP2 is still pending, but TP number 1 is hit. You get. So here when it comes to short only, honestly speaking, how long the signal has been given At least it should not be below, above 2.5 hours when the signal has been given, for you to still, for that signal to still be tradable. It can still be within this range, but TP number 1, TP number 2, and TP number 3 have not yet been hit. Maybe it first went to the opposite direction. You get? Yeah. I hope that I've answered you. Let's see. What else? Aha. Let's see. How can I? Good morning. I came in a bit late. Can I get this recorded? Yes. The Zoom is recorded. In which mode, cross or isolated? When you're trading with the bot, you have to make sure you're trading under cross. Even when you set it under isolated, it will take you to cross. So you have to be trading under cross. Okay. Yep. Let's see. Why does the bot sweeps the profits? Like me, it made $80 profits for 3 weeks and it swept $60 in one trade. Yes, it goes back to the where the like serious. In one trade, how big was that trade? How big was that trade? Because it takes us back to how big the position was. You get how big the position was, how much money was in that trade. It is also another question, because that is a lot. You get? Question, please. Does the bot hold back capital when there is no active trade? Because my wallet balance on Bybit is 329, while the available balance is 270 and no active trades. Okay. Now here, it means that you have some limit orders. You see, when you're trading, when the bot is trading for you under auto, leave alone now the manual thing, but under auto, when the bot enters trades, it is going to set what we call limit orders. Some people call them margin calls. It sets those limit orders at specific prices, whereby if the trade goes against you and it reaches a certain price, the robot will add in money for you, trying to protect the position, bring down the average price at which you had entered the first place. But sometimes the trade can sell out, but the limit orders will not get cancelled automatically, and they will still locking up the money. They'll still holding that money. So all you need is to go back into your Bybit account, go down, go under trade, okay? Tap under trade on your Bybit, look down, extremely down, and look at positions, okay? Or is it open orders, something like that? You're going to see buy orders, buy orders. Those buy orders, those are the ones you need to cancel one by one. And you're going to see that once you cancel them, all the money now is going to start showing. The robot will start reading the exact balance that is on your Bybit account. Okay, what about setting in spot? I already showed that. There is no difference. There is no difference. The setting in spot, you're only not going to apply the leverage. So setting in spot is so easy that you're only changing the margin. You get? You're only changing the margin. Setting a spot trade is the easiest. Let's see. Yeah, here we have peanut. So if I'm going, and it is a spot trade, always mind what you mind here. If it is futures, it will show you futures. Okay, so here you're going to tap on execute trade. Then you're going to come under precision. Okay, always set your trades under precision, because at the end of the day, what you're doing manual is because you want to apply your own settings. You get? So here under spot, the only thing you're going to change is here just. If you want to put more money here, when you don't want to use this, come here and tap. Okay, come. If I want to use $60, I'll use that. Okay, I'll put the 60, come here, switch off the stop loss. All right, come here. You see request amount exists. Okay, fine. Let me play within the parameters of the money I have on spot. This is 23. Okay, I'm going to come here. I'm going to switch off the stop loss button. I don't need it. Now here on TP, this is what I was explaining earlier. When you're setting trades under spot, you can only set one TP like this. So make sure you come under TP number 1 and edit. Remove TP number 1 and put TP number 3 here. And then delete all these two. Because in spot, you can only set one TP under money. You get. Make sure you switch off your DCA. The moment you switch it off, it will not, the robot will not add for you money. The moment you switch it on, hey, it will not even listen to this $23 you put here. It will now enter whichever amount it thinks that it can enter. You get. Remember already you have less money. So here, you tap on place order, confirm, and you're good. So the easiest trade to set is a spot trade. Yeah, let's see. What else? Me and my downliner has not gotten auto trades in 3 days. We have unbind and bind. How do we trade on spot too? I've already showed you that. Yes, be entering these trades, guys, yourself. Be entering these trades, guys, yourself, as the robot also will enter those trades. You get. Yeah. So if you switch off the smart DCA, how does the robot put in money after putting the first? Yes, the whole idea of you switching off the smart DCA is when you don't want the robot to add in money for you. But if you want, leave the DCA on. Once you leave the DCA on, the robot is not going to follow your instructions. That's what I want you to understand. You get. It will now use the default settings it was built in, and that is how it is going to carry out that trade. But if you want the robot to follow instructions, don't switch on the DCA. If you want the robot to add in money for you, switch on the DCA, as simple as that. But to buy CL in Binance, I have to set stop loss. No, we are not actually buying. We just want to get to the section whereby we can get that page where you need to accept the terms. That is the whole idea. Does manual trading use fuel? Yes, the robot is still trading for you. You get. It is giving you signals. It is going to sell out these trades. You're trading from the bot. As long as you're trading from the bot, you have to incur fuel. Unless if the bot is just seated there doing nothing, you get. Can I stop manually? Can I stop manually after attaining my target? Yes, you can. After attaining your profits, you can switch off the bot and you can stop entering these trades. Trade was taking 200 per trade. Yes. So if it was taking 200 per trade, also look at how much leverage was being used. You understand? Yes, that is why that trade had that loss. It doesn't matter how much you had made, you get. When it comes to leverage market, it doesn't matter, I've made this, I've lost. It is not. It is all about the risk management, you get. You can still make, have you ever seen someone who has not made a single profit and they've made a loss? It is common, you get. Why is my balance showing differently in Binance? And exactly, that's what I've just explained. That the reason why the other one was about Bybit. So the same story applies here. The reason why your balance is showing differently from your Binance and the bot is the fact that you still have some limit orders you need to cancel. Go under your Binance account, tap down on futures near assets, okay? Look extremely down. You're going to see positions or conditional, open orders, whichever. Open those. Look at the bot. How many trades you have running? Which running trades do you have? You're going to find that some of those, the money that, there are some trades that actually sold out, and those limit orders did not cancel themselves automatically. That is why you're not seeing the money the other on the bot. Yeah. Let's see. Why is my bot rejected? Why is my bot rejected when I try to initiate a trade? Closing my, let me see. Cannot switch dot to cross margin. Bybit API error. Inside account is forbidden. Close. Maybe you need to do the API again. Maybe you need to do the API again. Okay, let's see. Can help me to change my bot to cross. Yes, what you need to do, you go to Binance. Tap, I don't know if you're using Binance. Florence, go to Binance, tap down under futures. Okay, when you tap down under futures, you're going to see where there is isolated. Okay, isolated, tap on isolated and choose cross. Now, where you see, there is where you see M or S. Make sure you choose S. Don't choose M multiple. Choose S single so that it is USDT, not multiple. Because multiple, when it is operating in multiple, even when you have a trade that is running in Binance and it is not in the bot, maybe you've ever bought a coin, you're waiting for it to go in profits, and maybe per se you run out of money and you never put a stop loss, maybe the trade is running openly, they can come for that trade under multiple. You get cross multiple, no, put it cross single, so that it looks at a single asset, which is a USDT. Okay, so that it doesn't actually wipe up everything the day you forget to switch on a stop loss. Okay, let's see. My question hasn't been answered. 8 days now, no auto trades, and I have unbindable. Sweetheart, I've told you, please be putting on those trades yourself as we find out what could be the problem with your bot. Or else, talk to your upline. They write to support, share your email address. Maybe they need to look at your account on individual level, because the bot is actually putting in trades. Yeah, it is putting in trades. How are you doing it to make $10 out or 100? Yet me, I'm using 1,000. Even yes, because I'm entering these trades myself. I'm entering these trades myself, and that is how I'm able to trade to make this money. I'm entering these trades myself. Yeah, I'm trading short only. I'm trading longs. I'm everywhere. If until you do that, and if you keep waiting for the bot to do everything for you, yeah, honestly speaking, you might stay like that. You get, yeah. But for me and my team, that is what we are doing, and we are winning. If a trade goes against me under cross mode, yet I switched off stop loss button. Okay. If a trade goes against me under cross mode, yet I switched off the stop loss button. Yes, like I explained, that under the short flow, the short only strategy or the short only signals, you have two options. I explained, if you put the stop loss on, it is so easy for you to be hit the stop loss and the trade goes again, and the trade goes back to your direction, because we've seen it. You get. Reason being, most of these coins are highly manipulated. The price is manipulated. So the best way to play it out is to minimize on the margin you're exposing into the market and the risk bit. I've showed you a trade I'm having right now. The market has been pumping seriously, but look at this trade. Look at this trade. This trade here is a short only trade. I entered this trade before the market started pumping. This trade has been running for how many days? We are in 2 days. Let me see. Yeah, 2 days and 12 hours. And these are the days the market has been actually pumping. But look at my negative. Is my account on zero? No. Why? How much did I expose? How much leverage did I use? What is the size of my trade? So it goes back to exposure, sweetheart. So you can either put on a stop loss or don't put on a stop loss. My role is to teach you, when you do this, this will happen. When you do this, this will happen. How you're going to do it, the decision is yours. You get, yeah. So I think I've answered most of these questions. I think we are good now. We are good. Yeah. So don't sit on yourself, guys. Do something for yourself. You started this business because you wanted to make money. Okay? Don't stop this mentality of I bought the bot is supposed to put for you. The bot will put for you trades. Yes, you understand. But if the bot is not putting for you trades and you can pick signals, please trade the signals. Trade the signals. At the end of the day, we are here to look for money, not to dilly-dally. You get. If I can have $100 and I can make $5, $3, $7, $10, sweetheart, my account is growing because I've taken the initiative. The signals are there like water. The wall, it will not even take you a minute to punch them. You're not going to lose a hand. You're not going to be less. Let the bot trade for you as you're also trading for yourself. That is how you're going to maximize making profits out of this bot. Honestly speaking, that is it. You get. So it takes us back to the mindset. The bot hasn't put trades for me, but I have gotten so much from manual trading, like 10. Exactly. That is it. That is it. This business is yours. This business is yours. If the trades are not being put automatically, timely, pick the signals, enter the trades. At the end of the day, the same trades that the robot is entering for you is actually the same trades that it is giving in signal. You get. We just need to change the mindset. Let us love the business we are doing. At least there are so many ways you can maximize profits using the bot. I've been in eras where I've seen you even have to struggle to get a signal. You buy the bot again, you have to buy to pay a signal group for you to get signals, yet you already paid for the bot. I remember those days in Royal Q. But here the signals are coming in like water. Make sure you sign that agreement I showed in the first place to be in position to trade all these other markets. You get. Today at down, I have gotten $7 from placing the trades and went to sleep with just $150 capital. You see, this is what we are talking about. This is what I'm talking about. You get. If you feel like it is so hard, stay within your comfort zone. Don't complain. Because even when you're complaining, it's not going to change. You get. The signals that are traded under the auto unlimited. Unlimited. The bot will give signals, but it might not put the signal for you because that signal doesn't qualify to be traded under auto. And it will take you time. But for us who are picking the signals there, we are trading short only, we are trading longs, we are everywhere. We are actually making money and we are happy and our account is growing. You get. So guys, that is it. Let me just wish everyone a nice weekend. Yeah. See you next Saturday. Bye, everyone. Yeah, you're going to go to the YouTube channel and yeah, you'll be in position to get this recording. I'm sure Dixon will work on that. Okay, guys.